Hi there, so in this video I'm going to show you how you go about setting up an AI appointment setting chatbot for your client, whether you want to deploy that on Instagram or WhatsApp or Telegram or on your website. I'm not going to show you the exact integration, I can show you that in another video, but specifically in this video I'm going to show you how you set up that chatbot to behave in a way so that it acts as an appointment setter. The reason why I'm doing this is because I have seen various tutorials on how to do this, and a lot of the times I don't see what is being shown is the proper way of how you make the AI behave in such a way that it's actually leading towards booking a call. Sometimes it's just very lazy the way it's set up, which is that you just set up a chatbot with one or two blocks or a module or whatever, and then you put in the knowledge base. You give it the general prompt, you're an AI appointment setter. Your job is to reply to these questions and to answer the questions using the FAQ section in the knowledge base, and then eventually get the person to book a call, which is a very lazy way of setting it up. And you can run into issues because one major issue that I have found when I set it up in that way is that the person may never actually end up booking the call. They'll be back and forth a dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen messages with the AI, and the AI never booked a call, or the AI books a call but it's too early or too soon, right? So a better way to create this chatbot is to actually create it to guide the conversation, basically to take control of the conversation and guide it along so that it reaches a point where it gets the user to agree to booking a call. It qualifies the user and then gets that user to book a call if that user qualifies, and at the same time responding intelligently based on what is in the knowledge base. Because one thing I've noticed about knowledge bases when creating knowledge bases for chatbots is that even if the user doesn't ask a specific question that is in the knowledge base, it may just use what is in the knowledge base as context to come up with an answer for the user, which can be problematic and can just keep the user going on and on and on, and even giving inaccurate information to the user, which you don't want to do if you're creating something like this for a client. So basically what you want to have is a chat structure that works like this. The user DMs the AI setter. Then the AI setter asks the reason for the DM in such a way that you just get a yes or no question, right? So I'm going to think of an example. I'm thinking about since I'm working on a dating coach's AI setup for their Instagram profile, I am thinking of, let's say that this use case is online dating. So someone goes into the DMs for this dating coach and they contact the dating coach. The AI jumps on and immediately asks something like, hey, do you need help with the online dating? That's just a yes or no question. Then you follow up with, get the user's name, right? You don't just jump in to ask, what can I help you with? Just be like, get the user's name, right? The what can I help you with is going to be too wide open. Just get the user's name, first question. Take control of the conversation. Follow up with, what's your number one goal? Or a similar question like that. You want a very simple question with a very simple response, right? Then get the biggest challenge that's getting in the way of that goal, or something similar that relates to that first question, so you can get a simple response from that. At that point now, then the AI can provide advice from the knowledge base, right, based on the goal and the challenge that the user has provided, right? Then after it's done that, then it asks a follow-up question based on what it just said. The user will respond to that question, and if the response to that question is something that can be answered from the knowledge base, then it repeats the step and provides advice from the knowledge base and then asks another follow-up question. But if not, it just skips this step and goes straight to AI. Says that it can help them with that and that they should, and then suggest booking a call, right? And then if the user says yes, then they just send the booking link and then the AI is terminated at that point, right? Very linear, very straightforward, right? This is a straightforward linear way that you don't want to be going around in an unnecessary circle, because the user is going back and forth for a dozen times, and then you end up just wasting a bunch of tokens, right, and not booking any call, right? You haven't qualified the person or anything. So how does this look like when you set it up? So when I go into Voiceflow, okay, and let's say we're setting this up for Instagram, right? So of course, the first thing that we want is that we want to capture the response here from the user, right, and save it to last utterance. Then, what was the first thing that we did? We want to, let's say talk, right? Hi there, do you need help with your online dating, right? So for this example, this is what I'm talking about, right? Do you need help with online dating, right? Then I'm going to use an intent here. So yes or no, right? And I'm going to also add a no match, and a no match is going to be, I didn't quite get that. Can you let me know if you need help with online dating? Yes or no is fine, right? Oh, I forgot to label these. So this is yes, and this is no, right? So if it is yes, the next step is that we go to talk. And what is it? What is the AI going to say? Something like, great, I'd love to help you with your online dating, right? But before we begin, can you please tell me your name? This is so that I can know what to call you. Okay, so you want to get the person's name. So what we're doing, we're taking control of the conversation. And what do we do here? Well, we'll listen. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set AI, and then I'm going to give it a prompt. And what I want to do is that I want it to listen to, I want it to take the user's name from this. So the user has just provided you their name. Let me give context, and then last utterance, since the user's response is saved to last utterance. The user has just provided their name in the response. Please extract their name and respond only with their name. If they provided multiple names, then only extract the first name, right? Because some people can be like, oh, my name is John Smith, right? And what do I want to do with that? I want to apply that to, let's create a new variable, and that variable is going to be name, right? Create variable and apply that to that. And I'm going to keep this all the way down to 0 because we don't need this to be creative, right? And then we can talk, and then we can say, great, name, what's the number one goal you have when it comes to online dating right now, right? We want to take the chaos of the potential client's situation and put some structure to it. We want to make them feel like, oh, you're dealing with a professional. All right, so you get the number one goal. I'm going to duplicate this, bring this over here. All right, we're going to also duplicate this. I'll bring this over here. All right. And then I'm going to do the same thing we did with name and set goal. Last utterance. We're going to do the same thing here. The user just provided you with their dating goal in the response. Please extract the goal and respond only with the goal as a brief statement. Okay, and then we're going to apply that to, we're going to create a new, call this goal, and there we are. We're going to do the same thing. All right, that's already set to that. So the next thing now is that we're going to use a response AI because we want it to respond intelligently, and then we're going to use a knowledge base. So the instructions for this would be pretty simple. The user has just provided you with their goal and challenge as it regards to online dating. Using the knowledge base provided, give them advice based on the knowledge base. Give them helpful advice based on the knowledge base. And I'm going to say keep your response under 250 characters. Right? However, I'm going to give it context. So context here is goal, challenge. Oh, I forgot the challenge part. So, oops. So let me duplicate this here. Actually, put this over here. This goes over here. And then this should go over here. Number one, challenge. And it should be, and what's actually, no, this should be response AI actually. So response AI. I'll make this memory. The user has just stated their goal as when it comes to online dating. Ask them the follow-up question of what their biggest challenge towards achieving that goal. We want to keep this low. We don't need super creativity from AI when it comes to this. Keep your response low, 250 characters, and this would be set goal. Alright, then the user is going to respond what their challenge is. The AI is going to listen to the conversation. Should apply to challenge. Right, so we have a set challenge. Alright, so far in the conversation we have get name of the client, of the person that is DMing. First we listen to whatever they were saying. Alright, then we say, hi there, do you need help with your online dating? We get a yes. If we get a yes, we get, great, I'd love to help you with your online dating. But before we begin, can you please tell me your name? We get the name. Then we do the same thing, we get the goal. Then we're going to respond by addressing the goal and then ask what's the biggest challenge or impediment to that goal, and then we're going to set that. Right? Now we're going to respond with a knowledge base. Right? We have the context. We have the context is the goal. The context is also the challenge, right? But also we have the context of the conversation up to this point, right? and that would be voice flow memory. So voice flow memory will save the entire conversation up to this point. So using the entire conversation as context, I should put that in there. Using the entire conversation so far as context. The user has just provided you with their goal and challenge as it regards to online dating. Using the knowledge base provided, give them helpful advice based on the knowledge base. Then ask the user a relevant follow-up question to keep the conversation going. This should be last utterance. Then we're going to capture the user's response to the question, and then we're going to repeat this one more time. All right, and then we're going to duplicate this, and same thing here. Then we're going to do a response AI using memory, and you giving it context again, which is user's goal is close. Respond to the user's last, and then let me also do response is last utterance. To the user's last response, how do I say now? Organically saying that you organically and empathetically, that's important. Then say that you have helped many others with this situation and offer to provide them with more in-depth help in a live coaching call session. Ask the user if they would like to book a call with you. Keep your responses less than 250 characters. Okay, now we're going into the booking the call. If there's nothing found, if it doesn't find anything in the knowledge base, it just goes straight into booking the call. Oh, actually this should be down here. So that's there, the call. Then I'm going to add a choice. Choice is yes, also no, and a no match. And a no match will be, again, I didn't quite get that. Would you like to book a coaching call with me? A simple yes or no will suffice. Of course you can nice this up and everything. We're going to need to put this as no. There we go. Of course, if they say yes, then you just respond with, actually we're going to make this a response AI, because we want to respond by stating what their challenge and goal is. Context again. Context again. the user just agreed to scheduling to booking a coaching call. Respond empathetically and give them your booking link. And this is a booking link, https:// this is a random thing, bookme.com/coaching. State that you are excited to help them with achieving their goal, their stated goal, and overcoming their stated challenge as it regards the content of the conversation, right? And that's that. Now, that is our appointment booking chatbot, right? Beautiful, isn't it? Now let's test run this to make sure that it runs beautifully. We need to train the agent. Alright, the agent is trained, and let's just run it. So it's going to listen. So I'm going to put as hey. That's just what I'm going to say. So someone just DM'd the dating coach, hey, hi there, do you need help with the online dating? Yes, I do. Right. Great, I'd love to help you with your online dating. But before we begin, can you please tell me your name? This is so I know what to call it. Let's say my name is Josh. Alright. Great. Hi Josh. How can I assist you today? What's the number one goal you have when it comes to online dating right now? Okay, so your response could be that I am trying to find a life partner, someone to settle down with and start a family. That's the number one goal. It could be, what do you think is the biggest challenge or obstacles in achieving that goal? Okay, so probably it should have mentioned, maybe because I set it to be so short, but we will fix that in the second going around. The biggest challenge that I am finding is that I can't seem to find anyone who shares my values, right? Then it's going to set the challenge. Oh, see? Because I did not put a knowledge base, it just skipped this and went straight into, I understand how important it is to find someone who shares your values and goals. Just don't worry. You're not alone in facing this challenge. I've helped many others in similar situations. If you'd like more personalized assistance, I offer live coaching sessions. Would you be interested in booking a call? Yes. That's great to hear, Josh. I'm excited to help you with achieving your goal of finding a life partner who shares your values. I understand the challenge you're facing, and I'm here to provide personalized assistance. To book a coaching call with me, please visit this link. Looking forward to working with you. So, as you see, I did not even go into setting the system prompt, right? Now, we do need to set a system prompt because this will break at some point and you need to give it some guidance. But right now, I didn't even set a system prompt, right? And that's how simple it is. Now, of course, let me go in and actually do it the right way and set a system prompt. So what I'm going to do is go to knowledge and then go to here. Change that to you are a appointment setter acting as John, a online dating coach that helps men achieve their dating goals. through online dating. You are helping men with advice based on what you have in the knowledge base. And then I want to give it some rules, instructions. Do not reference the knowledge base material. You have this knowledge naturally. Here is the booking link. Suggest that the user books an appointment at this link when appropriate. https://bookme.com/coaching. I want to keep it very simple, right? And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to ChatGPT and get ChatGPT to just generate an FAQ for me. All right, so I just got an FAQ from ChatGPT to use in this demonstration here, and I'm just going to paste it in. So here's a 15-point FAQ, having questions such as how can I create a compelling online dating profile? What should I include in my dating profile photos? How do I write an engaging first message? How soon should I ask someone out after matching? And all those questions. So now we have our knowledge base. So let's go back to the workflow and try this again. So user DMs, hey. Then you ask, hi there, do you need help with your online dating? I respond with yes. Great, I'd love to help you with your online dating. But before we begin, can you please tell me your name? This is so I can know what to call you. My name is, let's say my name is Josh again. The reason why I use set AI is because it just extracts Josh from the name, from this message. Instead of it saying, great, hi, my name is Josh, it says, great, hi, Josh. How can I assist you today? Well, I need to fix that. What's the number one goal you have when it comes to online dating right now? All right, so let me fix this right here. Okay, I fixed a problem that I was noticing where it would not respond correctly. So what did I do to fix that? What I did was that to troubleshoot, I'll just show you quick troubleshooting. I wanted it to set the name right here, and then take that name and send it over here, and then respond with great name. What's the number one goal you have when it comes to online dating right now? Unfortunately, what happened was that the variable that was being saved under name was basically a sentence. It was just taking the prompt from system prompt and asking about the question and saving the name and the question, how can I help you today, in that variable, when all I wanted it to do was to save just the name alone. And that is how did I know that? By creating a text block and putting in that text block the variable name and then running through it and seeing what was coming out so that I could debug it. So what did I do to fix it? I went in here and gave it some more context in terms of giving it an example. Input, my name is Josh. Output, Josh. Input, Jeremy. Output, Jeremy. So these are just examples. And then I gave it a system prompt in here, which will overwrite the system prompt I created back here. You are a name scraper, right? So now, when I run this, it should be working better. Yes. Great, I'd love to help you with your online dating. But before we begin, can you please tell me your name? Yes, my name is Josh. Oops, I spelled that wrong. But no, it should. Great, Josh. What's the number one goal you have when it comes to online dating right now? Let's see what it does with this one here. My number one goal is finding someone to settle down with and having a family. What do you think is the biggest chance in achieving that goal? Alright, so what I wanted to do here is that I wanted to respond to this goal specifically. The user has just stated their goal as that. When it comes to online dating, ask them a follow-up question of what's the biggest implement towards achieving their goal as mentioned in this variable. As mentioned here. Alright. So let's try it again. Let's start from here. I just put Josh. I want to start a family, so I need to find someone to settle down with. I was just making up. So what's your biggest obstacle in finding someone to settle down with and start a family? There. So we have it intelligently. This is what you use AI for. Right? Use AI to make your chatbots smarter. Right? Instead of it just being logic sequence. Now, let's move on to the next thing. What's the biggest challenge? Let's say that my biggest challenge is finding someone that shares in my values. Let's see what it says. And let's see if there's anything in the knowledge base that addresses that. Right, finding someone who shares your values is important for a long-term relationship. When online dating, look for profiles that mention similar values or interests. Take the time to have meaningful conversations to gauge compatibility. Remember, it may take time, but don't settle for less than what you're looking for. Okay, so it did not follow up with always ask the user a relevant follow-up question. Sometimes you have to put things in highlight, uppercase. Always ask the user a follow-up question to keep the conversation going. I'm going to increase this to 300 just in case, not override prompt. All right, so let's start again from here. Oh, need to start from here actually. So let's go with Jeremy this time. Number one goal is finding a life partner. What's your biggest challenge or obstacle when it comes to finding a life partner through online dating? I have not been getting any matches. So that could be a goal that would get in the way of that for sure. I mean, a challenge that would get in the way of that goal. It responds with reevaluate your profile and photos to make sure they accurately represent you. Experiment with different approaches in your messages. Consider seeking feedback from friends or a dating coach. Would you like to book an appointment for you to? Would you like to book an appointment for you? Would you like me to book an appointment for you with a dating coach? Okay. So we need to do some more work on this. All right. But if I continue, then we'll be here for like quite a while. So basically what I need to do is that I need to go back into the system prompt and write a proper prompt. And I also need to change the voicing and how it responds so it's more empathetic and friendly. But basically you understand that this is really the structure of how it works. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. If you want to know who I am, my name is Ade Robinson. Should have said this at the beginning of the video. I help businesses with digital marketing as well as AI implementation and automation as well. If you are interested in me working with your business, to implement a solution like this, I have a booking link that I put in the description that you can use to book a call with me to see what are the ways that an AI solution like this or a digital marketing solution in combination with AI can help taking your business to the next level. Thank you for watching again, and subscribe for more videos in the future. Cheers.